Hello everybody. Today we are going to be using a Mega Audino team to give our own Pokemon simple so that they can boost beyond our wildest dreams. Quiver Dance goes from boosting 3 stats by 1 stage to 3 stats by 2 stages, and Clanging Scales goes from all 5 stats 1 stage instead to 2 stages. We're going to be combining those 2 Pokemon with Sinistcha for heals, and Kingambit and Sneasler for some more difficult matchups. Audino, we will bring almost every game, unless we find ourselves in a situation where Simple Beam will be just ineffective, but it'll probably come every game, and along with either Volcarona and or Como, depending on the situation. Now, if we look at the stats here, we can see that Audino is built to have 1 more speed point than Como and 2 more than Volcarona. This is so that Audino can outspeed on the first turn, give Simple Beam to one of them, and then they can use their setup moves on the exact same turn, boosting their speed, doubling their speed, so that their low speed stats don't matter that much. And with all that being said, let's get into the battles. Alright, we will be taking this team into Master Ball Rank 4 and seeing what we can get done with it. If it works as if I hope it will, maybe we could push to Rank 3, Rank 2. Maybe that's a little desperate for this Audino team, but we can make something work here. Okay, this is definitely... I think this is a Como-O game. I don't think they're going to lead with the Staraptor. I think they're going to lead their Sand guys. Which means hopefully we can get away with the Clangorous Soul on this turn. Granted, no Rock Slide flinches. So I'm going to bring these 2. And for help with the bird in the back, we're going to bring... For help with the bird, we're going to bring Kingambit, and we're going to bring Sneasler for that added fake-out pressure onto the bird. Kingambit's also nice because it can Sucker Punch the Goldengo, which is something a lot of my team struggles to hit other than Volcarona, which is notably very weak to a couple of falling rocks. Going into this game, my plan is to hopefully be able to get off the Simple Beam and Clangorous Soul on the very first turn. Granted, they don't lead the Staraptor. Okay, this is the lead we expected. So here I'm going to go for the Clangorous Soul and Simple Beam. We're going to read that the Tyranitar is going to protect this turn, and the Excadrill will probably go for some sort of Rock Slide spread move, hoping for a flinch. We'll just see where this turn takes us. I do believe the Tyranitar is going to protect, though, in the face of a massive Aura Sphere from this Como, or whatever other fighting move it has to offer. Which I do believe this Como can be run physically and special, but this team has it special just so it can kind of go well with the Clangorous Soul Clanging Scales idea. Going to Iron Head, but fortunately I did not Mega, so that Iron Head does not do that much damage. And now we have Simple. Clangorous Soul raises our stats sharply, but I am still not faster than the Sand Rush Excadrill. So, here's what I'm going to do. We are going to Clangorous Soul again. Now hear me out. Both of our defenses are already raised 2 stages, so is our speed. If the Excadrill wants to attack the Como-O, that's fine, but if he does that, he won't be able to attack this Mega Audino, who's going to heal the Como-O right back up. I'm actually not going to Mega again, just in case of another Iron Head into the Como-O. This is very good. He sends out Sinistra, expecting maybe an Aura Sphere into that slot again. This time he goes for high horsepower. Citrus Berry procs, bringing Como-O back up to about 100 health. Clango's Soul comes out again, which is going to lower our health a little more, but that's okay. Kill Pulse brings us back up to 133, and now we have +4 in every single statistic. It's a beauty, isn't it? Now we are going to Clanging Scales, which should bring the Excadrill down to its Focus Sash, and we're going to finish it off with a simple Draining Kiss. Now I could Heal Pulse my Como-O again, or Helping Hand. I just don't feel that Helping Hand is necessary here. Okay. We do, in fact, one-shot the Sinistra, but that Excadrill is still very, very healthy. So this Draining Kiss will not end up doing that much, and it appears I should have Heal Pulse into the Como-O again, just to get it even more healthy, so it can deal even more damage. Especially with these defense drops it's receiving from Clanging Scales, we don't want its health to drop too low in the face of a bunch of physical attackers. Now he's going to send back out his Tyranitar, I assume. Oh, he actually brings out the bird. Now, unfortunately, the bird does make my attack fall. The bird makes my attack fall very harshly, but fortunately for me, Clanging Scales is in fact a special move, and will move before any of his Pokemon. Now this time we actually are going to Heal Pulse the Como-O, knowing that it will KO everything. Como-O moves before anything on the field right now because of its +4 speed, and down goes everything else. Heal Pulse will do everything else to seal this opponent's fate, as he sends in Tyranitar to meet its Aura Sphere doom. And that was a very clean game 1. We did it. We came in. We did exactly what we wanted to do. Got the Aura Sphere off. It is quite late. Got the Simple Beam off. Both of our Clangorous Souls, and many Clanging Scales to seal my opponent's fate. Okay, I'm a little nervous for this next game because we are going to run into a Charizard team at some point, and if you notice in the team preview, we do not have a single rock move on the team. But fortunately, we did not run into a Charizard, so I do believe this is another Como-O game, but actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it might be a Volcarona game. We just really gotta watch out for that Tyranitar. That Tyranitar is very scary, but I don't think he's gonna bring it, because he sees my Sneasler and my Como-O, and even a potential low-kick Kingambit that can do huge damage to his Tyranitar. So we're going to lead with Volcarona and Audino. And we are going to bring Kingambit for Sucker Punch utility. We're going to bring Sinistra for healing. And to help with the Rotom Wash. That Garchomp is scaring me a little bit, so I am tempted to leave King Gambit behind. I think I am. We're going to leave King Gambit behind. Bring some fighting type coverage just in case he does end up bringing that Tyranitar. And fake out pressure is always nice to have. Alright, going into game 2, we do see the Mimikyu and the Corviknight. This is what I was scared of with Como-O. So fortunately, he is not here. Quiver Dance into Volcarona as we Mega and Simple Beam. Now, a Brave Bird is slightly threatening, is what I would say if we weren't Focus Sashed. And we actually can move first, so this Quiver Dance is going to get off before any of this Pokemon can move. Which, granted, isn't going to help my defenses against these physical attackers, but still is helpful. Brave Bird comes out, probably taking down the Focus Sash. Yes, it does. As Corviknight takes heavy recoil and Life Orb damage. Interesting. Mimikyu will set up Trick Room. This was expected. Okay. That was expected, but unfortunate nonetheless. I'm not going to switch out the Volcarona. If we switch out, we'll lose both our ability change and our currently active boosts. So we're simply just going to protect this turn, and we're going to bring in the Sinistra. I believe he's going to go for Brave Bird or another form of damaging move again into the Volcarona. And he wouldn't go for a Ghost type move into my Mega Audino slot, so I do believe, yes, my Sinistra is very safe here. Yes. Okay. And this turn we are going to click Heat Wave and the very effective move in this situation, Rage Powder. Will redirect all of our opponent's moves onto the Sinistra. Now, I do not believe a Shadow Sneak will kill Sinistra. It has very high volt. It does not. And this will seal Corviknight's fate. The Mimikyu still has his disguise up, so this Heat Wave is just going to simply break it. But we are making progress in stalling out the Trick Room. Volcarona does still have its Protect available to it next turn. Volcarona still has Protect available, and we have Heal Pulse on the Audino to help get us back to full health for when Trick Room inevitably does end. Shadow Sneak is a physical move, which means that it will be unaffected by my special defense boosts. So I believe that we need to bring in the Mega Audino. Okay, this was the wrong play. Trick Room still has 2 turns left. We need to put... Giga Drain's looking at me, staring at me like the Green Goblin mask. No, Rock Slide is going to do too much to the Volcarona to make Giga Drain even remotely worth it. We are instead going to swap into Sneasler. And this is optimal because now we can have Fake Out pressure into that Tyranitar on this turn. And that is especially valuable because our Volcarona is down its Protect. The Mimikyu once again Shadow Sneaks into the Volcarona slot. Now the only scary question is, does Volcarona live a Shadow Sneak from this range? And I am very tempted to say that no, it does not. And for those of you wondering why I didn't just Heal Pulse my Volcarona last turn, it is because Protect actually blocks Heal Pulse for some reason. I find that quite odd and annoying, but alas, nothing we can do about that now. What we can do now is fake out the Tyranitar to protect Rock Slide damage, and hope Shadow Sneak plays nice. That is unfortunate. Okay. This game is still winnable though. I don't think we're out of this. Just because we lost our sweeper does not mean we don't have a chance. We still have a very, very effective close combat. And ways to double into this Mimikyu to hopefully... This turn we are going to Helping Hand and Dire Claw the Mimikyu to hopefully not let Trick Room get back up again. I believe the Tyranitar is going to protect again under the threat of a close combat. So we are going to Helping Hand and Dire Claw the Mimikyu. We see no protects from the opposing side. The Dire Claw does get the knockout on the Mimikyu. What will with the critical hit too? Would crit matter? I have no idea. Tyranitar is going to go for the Rock Slide. Not gonna do much to either Pokemon. The big question is the Audino faster than this Tyranitar? And when will the Tyranitar pull out its Protect? It is at this point that I think I need to get rid of the Garchomp. Now, unfortunately, I do not have Unburden activated yet, so my speed is not doubled. Therefore, I do not know if I outspeed this Garchomp. The hope is that I do. But, to make sure I am especially safe, for this turn we are going to Draining Kiss into the Garchomp and protect our Sneasler in order to deal a Garchomp Bite. Wow. We have a Mega Garchomp on our hands. This thing gets Sand Rush, making it deal a lot more damage when in the sand. The Tyranitar does go for Protect. This is a clear giveaway that Garchomp is going to click Earthquake. Will Mega Audino survive this Mega Garchomp Earthquake? Yes, it will. Easily eats the Earthquake. Now we're going to go for Draining Kiss into Garchomp to get a little chip off. And on this next turn, we are going to Helping Hand Close Combat the Garchomp. And hope that it gets the knockouts before Garchomp can launch another deadly Earthquake. Here goes nothing. Audino gets off the Helping Hand. Sneasler ready to send its close combat out. Garchomp uses Protect. Oh no. And Sneasler is close combated the wrong target. Tyranitar's Rock Slide puts both of the Pokemon into an easy Earthquake range. Oh no. If we had close combated the Tyranitar instead, Unburden would be active and we would easily outspeed Garchomp. We've got to go for it again though. Actually, no, I don't think we do. We're going to Draining Kiss into the Garchomp again, and we're going to Protect again. This is the last turn of sand, so he cannot kill me through sand. The Garchomp rips a Rock Slide right into the Sneasler's Protect, and Audino avoids the attack. Audino hits another draining kiss into the Garchomp. And the Tyranitar probably rips a Rock Slide. Now it is just simply a guessing game on which Pokemon is going to protect. I believe that the Garchomp is going to protect again, so I'm going to Heal Pulse my Sneasler so that after this close combat, it can heal up to a respectable range where it'll live the sand, and the Garchomp goes for Protect. Does the Tyranitar also protect? The Tyranitar also protects! But that is okay, because Audino used Heal Pulse. Which means that Sneasler will not die to the sand or a singular Rock Slide on this next turn. Now, Audino is struggling on HP a little bit, but I do believe that this is okay, because we no longer need to go for Helping Hand. Sneasler should be able to take out the Garchomp on its own, especially now that it's Mega Garchomp. It lost 10 points of speed. So, Audino is going to Draining Kiss into the Tyranitar. Against Sneasler, he's going to go for the finishing blow into the Mega Garchomp. Close combat, does it KO? It does! There's no more Rough Skin. Sneasler is going to activate its Whiter, boosting its defenses back up, and activating its Unburden ability. So now it is much, much, much faster than anything on the field. Audino's Draining Kiss hits him to the Tyranitar, heals up the Audino. Will the Audino be able to survive a Rock Slide from here? It will not, but that is okay. Oh, a critical hit on the Audino. I think it would have survived. I think crit mattered, though. I think crit absolutely mattered. And now that the Sandstorm is down, there's nothing left to do except for close combat and finish off this wild ride of a game. If he protects here, he is just simply delaying the inevitable. And close combat easily picks up the knockout. Alright, what a game. What an absolute thriller of a game. Wow. Just wow. Alright. Wow. And that right there is the power of Mega Audino, keeping the Sneasler alive at the end so that it could deal big, big, big damage into both the Garchomp and the Tyranitar. And you can't forget about its Draining Kiss chip. That put the Garchomp into a very comfortable range for Sneasler to one-shot it. Even though Simple Beam didn't get shown off much that game, it definitely did its job in Game 1, and Mega Audino has definitely proved itself a worthy member of this team. Thank you guys for watching. It's been a pleasure making this video for you guys. Mega Audino is so much fun to use, especially when it buffs its teammates into oblivion, getting boost after boost off, and allowing them to just sweep the entire enemy team. But this was a lot of fun, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.